right, thank you, Young, for that selection. Next, we're going to have the symbolic meaning of the colors red, black, and green by Sister Avita Thornton, our Athens-Clarke County Commissioner in District 9, followed by Black Psalms written and presented by our very own Sister Louise Smith. Please give them a hand as they prepare to come.
Good morning. Good morning. So apparently I'm not Ovita Thornton. All right, so I am her son, Corey Thornton. Just wanted to just say her voice is out. She is here. Raise your hand, Mom. She is here. Give her a hand. So again, just want to say, feel back home again. See familiar faces and all that good stuff. So get to see everybody this morning. My brother is actually going to do the meaning of the red, black, and green. So let's give a hand for Kyle Thornton.
Good morning. For 100 years, Black history has been intentionally remembered, reclaimed, and revered, not as a footnote, but as a living testament to perseverance, sacrifice, and hope. Through color, we tell the story of people who endured, resist, and rose. Red represents the blood of our people, shed across centuries, remembered through hundreds of years of Black history observance. Red compels us to learn our history and honor our legacy. Black represents our people of the African diaspora, past, present, and future. Black compels us, after a century of commemoration, to learn our history and honor our legacy. Green represents the abundant and enduring wealth of Africa, the motherland, from which our story began long before commemoration had a name. Green compels us, after 100 years of Black history, to learn our history and to cherish its legacy. Thank you.
Can you hear me now? Yes. All right, then. Good morning.
Good morning.
Swift members and friends, Black Psalms. Yea, though I walk through the doors of wisdom and knowledge, I shall fear no competition, for my wisdom and knowledge accompanies me. They prepared a test before me in the presence of my Black sisters and white sisters and brothers. They robbed my head of knowledge and I let it overflow. Surely the good grades shall follow me all the rest of my life. But I shall dwell under my white sisters and brothers' guidance forever. Unless I rise up and do something for myself. And it's all because, yeah, say it loud.
Amen. I'm Black and I'm proud. Thank you to Kyle and Corey Thornton, and also thank you to Miss Sister Louise Smith. Next, we'll have a skit, The Purpose of Remembrance, by our very own Sister Lee Smith, followed by a tour guide by Sister Tiani Adams.
Good morning. For 100 years, black poets have carried history when history tried to forget us. They wrote when laws were stacked against them. They spoke when silence was demanded. They told the truth when the truth was dangerous. Poetry became our witness, our protest, our promise. Today, we do not simply remember these voices, we take pride as they speak again. Now we'll hear some information about Carter G. Woodson.
Good morning. A people who know their history, know their worth. That's why I taught it. A direct quote from Carter G. Woodson. Carter G. Woodson was born to parents who had once been enslaved. Early that history, he learned when not written by us could be used against us. He saw how black contributions were erased, minimized, or ignored. This forgetting was not accidental, so he became a historian. In September 1915, Woodson founded the Association for the Study of African American Life and History, and 16 years later, founded Negro History Week, February 7, 1926. The inspiration was that this nation would be forced to fully remember. On February 7, 1976, President Gerald Ford extended Black History Week to Black History Month. Woodson fueled the creation of Black History Month, determined to keep our history alive. He devoted his life to the cause. Had he not done so, we may not be celebrating our legacy today. Carter G. Woodson is known as the father of Black History Month. The poets you will meet today are historians too. They preserved our truth when textbooks would not. Listen carefully. This is not just memory. This is reclamation.
Welcome, boys and girls, to the Carter G. Woodson's renowned Poet Wax Museum. You're in for an amazing experience. The poets will introduce themselves and recite one of their own poems. Then additionally, you'll be able to ask questions after each poet speaks. So now, who's ready to be number one? Who wants to be it? 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 And also, this is the magic wand. When you go up to your poet, tap them on their shoulder, and they'll come to life. I still don't know who. You could be first.
I am Paul Lawrence Dunbar, born in 1872, to parents who had known slavery firsthand. They taught me that education was freedom, but freedom came with conditions. I mastered languages, but yet the world only welcomed part of my voice. They praised my dialect poems, but ignored my deeper truth. I was known for being one of the first acclaimed African-American poets. I also wrote short stories and novels, which laid the groundwork for the Harlem Renaissance. I learned to survive by wearing a mask, smiling while carrying unspoken pain. Still I wrote, because silence will have erased us completely.
What inspired you to keep on writing when you felt misunderstood?
Because even hidden voices deserve to be heard. We wear the mask that grins and lies. It shade our eyes and hide our cheeks. This debt we pay to human guilt with mouth of mere subsidies. Why should the world be overwise and count our tears and sighs? Nay, let them only see us while we wear the mask.
I wear the smile of the world's events from two see deep within my hands. Yet still my voice refused change, a quiet fire and honest flames. I am James Weldon Johnson, poet, lawyer, organizer, and believer in Black excellence. I believe art should do more than inspire. It should mobilize. I served as a leader of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. I wrote for justice, unity, and progress. I believed our voices could lift a people and help shape a future not yet seen. My work made me a key figure of the Harlem Renaissance. I wrote Lift Every Voice and Sing, now known as the Black National Anthem. It was originally written as a poem for an assembly at the Stenton School where I was principal to celebrate Abraham Lincoln's birthday. My brother, John Rosamond Johnson, later set the poem to music. God gave me hope in times of injustice. Faith in our collective strength. I saw a people who refused to stop marching. Lift every voice and sing, till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise, high as the listening skies. Let it resound, loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song, full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song, full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let it resound, let us march until victory is won.
We rise with steps both firm and sure, our visions bright, our purpose pure. No weight of past can make us fall. We answer history call.
Who I should pick, y'all? Who I should pick? Who I should pick? Who I should pick? There you go.
I am Langston Hughes, poet, novelist, fiction writer, and playwright, often regarded as the poet laureate of the Harlem Renaissance during the 1920s. I was born in 1901 in Joplin, Missouri, and from a young age, I decided to devote my life to writing. I wrote what I heard, the blues, laughter, and everyday dreams of Black folks. I believed ordinary lives were already extraordinary, and I refused to make my writing smaller to fit someone else's comfort. I wrote poems that captured the pain, struggles, hope, resilience, and unwavering faith of Black people. My poems captured the experiences of invisible men and women of enslaved people who, even in bondage, still own freedom to their souls.
Why do you focus on everyday Black life?
Because our lives never needed permission to matter. our lives moved intentionally toward accomplishment. I've known rivers. I've known rivers as ancient as the world and older than the flow of human blood and human veins. My soul has grown deep like the rivers. I bathed in the Euphrates when dawns were young, and I built my hut near the Congo, and it lured me to sleep. I looked upon the Nile and raised the pyramids above it, and I've heard the singing of the Mississippi when Abe Lincoln went down to New Orleans, and I seen its muddy bosom turn all golden in the sunset. I've known rivers, ancient, dusky rivers. My soul has grown deep like the rivers.
Dreams have time with very fate, still dancing hope along the street. Tomorrow hums a hopeful tune. We're getting there soon.
What was that? I know Alexis is poet. Oh, well, come on, you say it.
Dreams by Leighton Hughes. Hold fast to dreams, for dreams die. Life is like a broken winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for dreams go. Life is like a barren field frozen with snow.
Who'll be next? Who to be? 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 Here you go.
I'm Gwendolyn Brooks. I was born on June 7, 1917, in Topeka, Kansas. I was an American author, poet, and teacher. I discovered my passion for writing early. At the age of 13, I released my first poem. My first book of poetry was published in 1945, and in 1953, I released my first novel, Maud Martha. On May 1, 1950, I became the first African American to win a Pulitzer Prize, awarded for my collection of poetry, Annie Allen. I wrote with attention because attention was a form of love. I capture lives of people others pass by. I believe every life deserves to be seen clearly.
What did you hope readers would learn?
That once you truly see someone, you can never claim they didn't matter. And if the sun comes up, how shall we greet him? Shall we not dread him? Shall we not fear him after so lengthy a session with shade? Though we have wept for him, though we have prayed all through the night years, what if we wake up one shimmering morning to fierce knocking of his firm knuckles hard on the door? Shall we not shudder? Shall we not flee into the shelter, the dear thick shelter of a familiar prosperous haze? Sweet it is to sleep in the coolness of snug unawareness. The dark hangs heavily over the eyes.
A child stands tall when streets grow tight, holding dreams too big for sight. Look again, this life is art.
Thank you, now. Want to be next? Who? Like y'all went to sleep on me. Who? I can't hear y'all. I can't hear y'all. There you go.
I am Margaret Walker. I wrote of ancestry, strength, and survival passed down through generations. I was born in Birmingham, Alabama, 1915, July 7th. In 1936, I joined the Federal Writers Project in Chicago, where I met Richard Wright and joined his Southside Writers Group. In 1944, I became the first African American to receive the Yale Youngers Poet Prize for my debut collection, For My People. In 1966, I published my doctoral dissertation novel entitled Jubilee, based off the life of my great-grandmother. I hold deep admiration for Phyllis Wheatley. The past isn't behind us, it lives within us.
Why was history so important in your writing?
Because remembering reminds us who we have always been. My roots are deep in Southern ground, deeper than John Brown, Nat Turner, or Robert Lee. I was sired and weaned in a tropic world. The fresh smell of pine, the trail of coon, the spring growth of wild onion. The warm skies, the Gulf blue streams are in my blood. I belong with the smell of pine and the fresh growth of wild onion. I am no hothouse to be bold or reared in steam-heated flats with the subway in my ears, walled in my steel, wood, and bricks far from the sky. I want the cotton fields. I want to walk with seeds of sacks to drop in fallow ground. Restless music beating in my heart, and I am eager to be gone. Oh, southern ground, sorrow home, beating in my blood and bone. How long will the clan of hate, the hounds, the chain gangs keep me from my own?
We carry songs from long ago. In every seed we dare to sow. The past still speaks